Because one of my mottos is, if you look good, you feel good. My gift that God gave me was to make people look better. I'm crispy with the clippers, you know what I'm saying? Fresh edge ups, comb over, staples, fades, all that. And this is the only place in America where you'll see an inmate cutting a free staff or a CO's hair, and right next to him is another inmate getting his hair cut. And there's nobody in there feeling any kind of way about that.
All right, we solid.
For sure.
First and foremost, what's your name, brother, and where you from?
My name is Richard Johnson, CDCR AM 3939. I'm out here from Sacramento, but I'm originally from Richmond, Virginia, by way of South Hill, Virginia.
Absolutely, and tell us about the program that you started here within the prison.
So right here at SATF, me and my fellow incarcerated individual, Alfonso Williams, we started with just an idea about how we could build community and build a sense of normalcy and just be a bright light for our community. So we put together a proposal to start an inmate-led barbershop. And all we needed was the space. And Captain Stoll right here at Facility F at California SATF, he said, we got a spot for you, air conditioning and all that. So we told him we didn't need no help from the state. We said we got all our own tools. All we need is you to open that door for us. And he opened his arms and said, go ahead at it. So we started off just living our amends, righting the wrongs that we did in the past and offering free haircuts to the community. Because one of my mottos is, if you look good, you feel good. You know, so when I first got here, there was a lot of people that didn't have haircuts. They were looking down at the ground. So my gift that God gave me was to make people look better. I'm crispy with the clippers, you know what I'm saying? Fresh edge ups, comb over, staples, fades, all that. And we put together a team of 12 people, 6 facilitators and 6 trainees. Because one thing that was also missing here was a lack of trades. You know, we got to this yard right here and there just wasn't nothing for people to do. So I said, I can teach just as well as I can cut. So we got some guys in and we had our first graduation last week on Tuesday. We graduated 12 people. We want to thank the warden and the captain and Ms. Crislow, Mr. Morales. Everybody came out, showed up and showed out. You know, just through our contributions to the community and me building bridges and meeting people, networking, a guy from the community named Emmett came through and he said, I like what you guys are doing. He said, what I'm gonna do for you is you can take all your stuff back to your cell. I'm gonna donate all brand new clippers. I'm gonna donate barbicide. I'm gonna teach you guys how to be within compliance of sanitation. And we took that to the next level. So to date, we've cut over 2,000 inmates and we've cut over 90 free staff. And this is the only place in America where you'll see an inmate cutting a free staff or a CO's hair, and right next to him is another inmate getting his hair cut. And there's nobody in there feeling any kind of way about that. It just feels like a normal type of thing. One thing we do push in there is there's no drugs, there's no violence. We're gonna come in here, I'm gonna set the vibe, it's gonna be good music, and you're gonna leave feeling better than you came. And you're definitely gonna look better when you leave than when you came. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. It's something that you should be proud of, brother. It's a beautiful
Thank you very
movement
much.
that you started here. So what's a typical day in the shop look like?
So what I do is I go to breakfast, I eat my Wheaties. You know what I'm saying? I wake up, I pray, you know, those are my Wheaties. You know what I'm saying? I digest the word. And then when I come back, I go up in there and open it up. I go in there and I start off with a little bit of Bill Withers, the best of Bill Withers, you know what I'm saying? And set the mood. You know, we start off until about 9 o'clock, then I might go to the Fans of Future, you know what I'm saying, and turn it up a notch. That's when everybody start rolling in. But we open up at 8:30 and we work all the way till 4 o'clock. And nobody that comes in there gets charged anything. It's all our way of giving back to our community and righting the wrongs that we've done in the past. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So you said free staff is in there. So if I'm a CO at this prison, or if I'm in the mental health department, like how do I get an appointment with you?
You can just call the staff at the booth, and they will let you know if the barbershop is open. Other than that, we do walk-ins all day. And then over time, we've built up a clientele where we've got regulars. Like what I did was I took it from Yo MTV Raps and a lot of the old school shows back in the day. What I thought about was every time a free staff comes in, we're gonna get them to sign this board when they get done. So we got a sign-in board with all their names, and every time they come back, they just put a check by there. And we got some people with 9 checks, 12 checks, you know what I'm saying, repeat customers, you know. Yes,
Is this
sir.
one of your? Is this one of your,
This is one of my
clients
right
right
here.
now? Can you show us again?
Well, let me do it. Let me do a segue. Hold up. Before I say anything else, this is the guy that birthed it with me. I just talked about you. This is Alfonso Williams right here.
Yes,
This
sir.
is Richard Johnson right here. Us two came together and we created something on this yard that has never been created in the California penal system before.
Ever, man. Yes, sir.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Look
man,
at
I
the cut.
came
It's
right before,
crispy.
man.
My
You know
man
what
said
I'm
I'm
Man,
crispy
right
with the
before
clippers.
gym. You know what I mean? I said I gotta look good, man.
And actually, that
beautiful.
free staff that just went by, he's a repeat customer too. You know what I mean? So things have been good right here at Facility F. Sometimes all you need in this life is opportunity. And when you get opportunities and then you get the right people to be behind you and allow you to see the error in your ways and let you know that you're not judged by your worst day. You know, your past don't define you. You define your own future. You take it day by day, take it step by step, and you can create a brand new future for yourself. And that's something that we push right here, and that's something that we live. And that's an everyday thing.
Absolutely. Now, question: Do you have a date currently?
I go to board in November of this year. I've been down for 17 years. And this is my first board coming up in November. And by the grace of God, I'll be back home to my family pretty soon.
What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get home?
First thing I'm gonna do when I get home is I'm gonna hug my mom. My mom's 4'11". I'm trying to make her 7 feet tall when I raise her up and tell her your son has came back. The prodigal child has returned, and I'm a different man, I'm a changed man, and I'm finna affect this world in a good way, positivity.
Now, I imagine that barbering is something that you're gonna continue when you're on the other side.
Yeah, you see the clippers right there with the shears.
Oh, it's
you know
for
what I'm
life.
saying? When you stamp it on you, that means you really with the business. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
Anytime you can come by. You always welcome.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to getting a cut from you inside here. If we have some time here today,
Yes, sir.
I could use a little edge up.
Yes, sir.
I got braided behind the walls one
Hey,
time.
look, I got the wall detailers right in there ready for you all charged up.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm saying? I can
absolutely.
crispy that thing going up, you know what I'm saying? Send you
Yeah.
back on the road. Send
Don't
you back
do
out
too
there
much.
to Jersey.
Don't do too much on my line, though, because I'm receding a little bit.
For a barber, that's the best thing. When somebody say don't do too much, that's easy money right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely.
Real talk, man.
Absolutely. You got any questions, Rod?
Yes. So, what does it do to the morale of the men in here when they get interactions with the free world, when it still feels like people out there care about them?
That's a very good question. One thing it does is it humanizes you. When you can interact with people from the free world, when people come in and show genuine love, when free staff comes in here or people from the free world come in here, and you all don't have to. You know what I'm saying? When you bring that energy in here, that positivity, and when people see you guys, you know, giving up the time in your day to come in here and show us some love, it's really invigorating and it's really uplifting. You know, in a place like this where hope can be so far from a lot of people's reality, you know, when we see people come in like you guys, it brings hope. You know, it makes people want to change. When you got people coming in telling you that, you know, it's all good, bro, lift your head up. You know what I'm saying? Change your ways, do better. You know what I'm saying? You got it in you. Those type of things right there really affect people.
Gotcha. For the youngsters out there who may be on a path to ending up in this very facility and facilities like it across this country, what's one piece of advice you could give them to avoid this path that you've been on?
One piece of advice I can give somebody is take time to sit there by yourself when you're going through the storm and know the only way to get through the storm is to go through it. That way, once you get on the other side of the storm is going to be behind you. And just know that you can do it. You know, when you sit back and reflect on things, just know that the things that happen to you, you can't change, but the things that you do moving forward, you can. You're bigger than the things that have happened to you, and you can be somebody in this world. You can put your foot down and take that first step to change, and don't let nobody tell you you are who you used to be. Show them that you are who you want to be. And that's by taking every day by yourself and making good choices moving forward.
Last question, what does the phrase emotional intelligence mean to you?
Emotional intelligence is something that most people lack. One thing is, being a grown man isn't determined by what you own, what you have, what you want, any of that. Being a grown man is having emotional intelligence. Being a grown man is having empathy, caring about the feelings of others. Having emotional intelligence is knowing that your feelings and your emotions don't have to dictate your behavior. You know, these type of things right there, when you take these life lessons like that, you can get much further in life. You know, one of the things I'm putting together is I'm putting together a pamphlet talking about a pamphlet talking about optimize your life. Because you can be right here and you can be doing good, but you could be doing so much better through emotional intelligence.
So we appreciate you, man.
Man,
and your
word.
cut look clean. Who cutting you?
I cut myself, me in the mirror.
You cut yourself?
You know what I'm saying? This was just something to get ready. Cause I cut like 7 people before I came. So he already know, pushing all the way up. They said, man, by 12:30, you got to be there. I was like, damn, it's 12:20. I was like, man, let me just do something real quick. You know what I mean? So I did what I did. You feel me?
You did a great job.
Really appreciate
Good
y'all,
job,
bro.
man,
I appreciate this opportunity too. And to everybody out there in the world, man, just know this, man. Through faith, everything is possible. You know, have faith and take yourself out the driver's seat and let your higher power drive your life, and everything gonna work out right.
So, appreciate it.
Peace, bro. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, bro.
Appreciate you, dog. Yes, sir, man. Thank y'all for coming,
You gotta
man.
come through?